In this video, I want us to have a look at a story captured by the Standard today. A story that is going to inform the basis of our analysis right now. The Standard: Uhuru set for political duel, new direction. Former President Uhuru Kenyatta is said to be mobilizing leaders who lost in past elections to begin countrywide meetings to sympathize with Kenyans suffering from unfavorable government policies that have led to high cost of living. The first open meeting was held in Kiambu yesterday, with a series of others planned in the larger Mount Kenya region in coming weeks. So Uhuru is not retiring from politics anytime soon. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand the high-octane politics being played here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Let me start by asking this simple question. What is Uhuru Kenyatta up to? Because previously we have seen retired presidents not actively involving themselves in politics the way Uhuru intends on doing. Upon Kibaki retiring from politics, PNU died its own natural death, and Kibaki was not even interested of what befell PNU after he retired. Upon Moi retiring, KANU also just died its own natural death, but we are seeing an Uhuru Kenyatta who is determined in making sure Jubilee is still politically active. We saw him some months back attending some Jubilee PG meetings, and just last week we saw Uhuru Kenyatta with Raila Odinga meeting some Jubilee leaders. If you look at it objectively, from Uhuru's recent political maneuvers, Uhuru's game plan here is to tell and to show William Ruto and his team, the Rigathi Gachagwas, that is still the Mount Kenya political kingpin. That's the message Uhuru is trying to pass to William Ruto and the likes of Rigathi Gachagwas. And Uhuru is doing that because already he has looked at the ground. The ground is seriously rebelling against William Ruto and against Rigathi Gachagua. So this is Uhuru Kenyatta's opportune moment to revenge against the humiliation William Ruto did him in last year's presidential election. This is Uhuru Kenyatta's opportune moment to revenge. And I'm seeing Uhuru Kenyatta who is out for revenge and to show William Ruto and his team that is still the political supremo. And if you look at the prevailing factors on the mountain, Uhuru this time around is surely going to succeed. And I'm saying that because last year he warned his people against William Ruto. But from what Chebukati announced, it appears the people never listened to him. So what Uhuru Kenyatta warned his people, they are now learning the hard way. And this is the same man who saved the same people in 2007. And it's very interesting, he saved them from an alleged William Ruto's aggression. If you look at what is happening in this government, this is a purely one tribe government. When William Ruto was appointing the cabinet ministers, he tried woodwinking Kenyans and most of Kenyans on the mountain that he was giving them some positions, some cabinet positions. So he gives a cabinet position and he strategically positions a PS to micromanage that ministry. So Mount Kenya leaders are just being cheated that, we've given you so many positions in this government, but actually those ministries are being run from State House. So these mountain cabinet secretaries are just there to be seen, but not to be heard. And I'm saying that because not once, not twice, but on several occasions, we've been hearing cabinet secretaries complaining that decisions are being made at State House and they are just seeing things being gazetted. They are not being consulted. I believe that the mountain is now waking up to the reality that William Ruto is trying to consolidate power. And if that continues, then William Ruto in the coming days will even dislodge these mountain leaders. Uhuru is also alive to that fact, and that's why he has lined up a series of campaigns to actually remind the mountain people that I told you, but you never listened. This time around, I think the mountain will listen to Uhuru Kenyatta simply because their interests are at stake. Coffee, tea, macadamia, avocado are all dead on the mountain. Those farming activities are dead on the mountain. Recently, we saw William Ruto intending to sell Moya rice. Yes. So you are seeing that Kenya Kwanza government is snatching away from the mountain all their economic activities. In fact, their companies, their parastatals, the industries that have really helped them for so many years are now being killed. The ground is alive to that fact. Uhuru Kenyatta is alive to that fact, and that's why he has seen an opportune moment to revenge against William Ruto. And he will succeed. The people will listen to him because the people are suffering. And if you look at it very well, I've always maintained again that the only leader or the only coalition or party that can give order a run for its money on the mountain, that party is Jubilee Party being headed by Uhuru Kenyatta. These other leaders have not yet matured enough to kick out order on the mountain. So the mountain has been yearning for an alternative leadership. Upon William Ruto taking over power, Ruto has been behaving as if he's the alpha male on the mountain. So other Mount Kenya leaders have been irrelevant. And that kind of aggression, I believe, is giving Uhuru Kenyatta and his team some sympathy on the mountain. William Ruto is being seen as the aggressor. So actually what goes around comes around. Ruto endeared himself to the mountain by painting himself as a victim who was being persecuted by Uhuru Kenyatta, who was being seen as the aggressor. I think tables have now turned. William Ruto is now being seen as the aggressor, while Uhuru and his team are being seen as victims. And from what we saw in last year, the mountain loves to identify with the underdogs. And in this war, Uhuru Kenyatta is clearly winning this war, And this will be a very big boost to Azimio coalition. And this is why still I maintain that Uhuru Kenyatta has to be active politically. They should not waste time. The earlier they start mobilizing the mountain, the better for them. We are in 2024. Let Uhuru and his team go to the ground. As William Ruto and his team are oppressing that same ground, let Uhuru Kenyatta sympathize, empathize with that ground. And surely he will win that war against Ruto. And ultimately, Uhuru will have the last laugh. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. In case you may want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.